Hi, I'm Joe Pope. I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of Scottrade Bank.
I'm Ian Patterson, and I'm the CIO, Chief Information Officer of Scottrade. Scottrade's an online investment firm in 48 states with about 2.6 million customers, about 3,600 employees, and in banking, brokerage, and investment advisor business, where we run the systems and services for retail brokerage clients, retail bank clients, and the investment advisor themselves. We started out as a low-cost provider, the value. Well, that value has changed. It's not just about low cost now. People want additional services for the same cost. The benefit side of the coin is increased. So you have to increase services, but keep the cost at the same basis. And that's where banking comes in for us.
Scottrade Bank, we commenced operations just about 3 years ago, and it's been a pretty exciting story, I believe, because we're 3 years old, yet today we are within the top 100 banks in the country in terms of total assets, in terms of size. That's a pretty dramatic growth pattern. And the thing that I think is most exciting is that we do that with only 15 full-time employees at the bank. Now, we're part of an organization that has over 3,600 employees, and the reason that we're able to be the size we are with that sort of employee base is the fact that we leverage all of the people and the processes and the technology that exists at Scottrade Inc. Ian was extremely hands-on from the very beginning, whether it was attendance at meetings, whether it was getting involved when issues were encountered. And it wasn't just being at the meetings, but it was being an active participant in those meetings. And I think even more importantly, it was the message that it sent throughout the organization that this is important, that we do want to be successful here, and that we are working together. And I think that as much as anything, was a key to why we've been so successful in this particular initiative.
You know, the interesting thing about the hands-on piece and getting the bank to where it is today is all around understanding the relationship with the client. And the business analysts that we had on this, all the way from the beginning of understanding the requirements and looking at how we were going to do this, we're trying to drive a value add. And not only understanding the bank side of the business, but in trying to glean from Joe's team, you know, what this banking animal was all about, but how would a brokerage client feel about it? What did they see? All the way down, just things like the first basic charts when you open up. And your value of your account is different from looking at it on a brokerage basis than on a banking basis. So we had to make sure that we were looking at that and saying, well, yeah, you might want to do it that way in the bank, but the brokerage clients aren't going to look at it that way. And you have to come up with different ways of looking at things. And it really drives into that whole experience for the client.
If we didn't have a true peer-to-peer relationship, a partnership, I don't believe we could have built the customer experience that we have. We have another technology partner in this initiative that's a third party that provides the basic banking platform. That is very much a service provider relationship. And I can tell you that one of the challenges has been to create the customer experience in spite of some of the limitations of that relationship. So it's been the flexibility of our internal organization that said, can do, how do we make this happen? This is what we want for the customer. Let's figure out how to make that happen.